Riju Datta, please respond.
Thank you. See, that's the problem.
And a quick response, please.
Yes, and the quick response is, I'm not going to do a monologue. The five of us on this panel, including you, Rajdeep, we do not represent the majority of Indian voters. When Sanju Verma and BJP spokesperson patronize on India Today, they forget when demigod was predicting 2047, he still had to dole out 80 crore rations. And when you have to dole out 80 crore free rations for the people of this country, then you're not a developing economy.
Now put your voice down. Sanju Verma, you will not intervene anymore.
Yes,
no more interruptions on this show.
Yes, and point number two, I want to start from Sanju ji and all BJP spokesperson. After 4th of June, the independent media of this country will not be controlled by Hiren Joshi and his WhatsApp. So please try to evolve.
If you have
please try to evolve. Please try to evolve.
Okay, let Abhishek Jha, who's
enough controlling the media.
1 minute. Abhishek Jha, JDU. Today, while this stock market crash was being raised by alleged scam, as Rahul Gandhi called the stock market crash, you've got the JDU saying Agniveer scheme ko review kar do. Agniveer scheme has to be reviewed. Is this also your part of now slowly but surely every day some new demand that you're going to put on the Modi government? Government is not even set up. You're already saying Agniveer scheme ko review karo. That's what Rahul Gandhi has been saying all these days. Abhishek.
It's not like that, Rajdeep. The basic thing is that we have said, our top leaders have said that we have showed our unconditional support to this NDA alliance, this NDA government. Pradhan Mantri ji again is going to take oath as the next Prime Minister of India. And the thing is that on a specific issue, our party can have a different stand. And this is the beauty of our internal democracy of NDA, that we can just speak of reviewing any scheme which has been launched earlier by the central government. You should not connect, or anyone should not connect it with this.
So it's not a demand. It's not a demand. You're not saying ki review it, otherwise we will leave the government. You're not holding the government hostage. Am I clear?
No. We have never done pressure politics. We have never believed in this blame game politics or blackmailing politics. It's just that one of our leaders has said this, but the party top leadership has clearly mentioned that we have expressed our unconditional support to this government. It's not like a demand. It's just like a part of.
Okay, it's what you believe is your agenda.
Kind of demand.
Let me come back. Let me come back for a moment then to Ami Yagnik. Ami Yagnik, I come back to where I started. It seems that the opposition believes that now that they will have 234 members of India Alliance, now that Mr. Modi is dependent on allies, now you want to gherao him. You see, when you speak about a stock market scam, at the end of the day, we have the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI. SEBI will presumably may or may not order an inquiry, but that's in the realm of SEBI. There are issues involved when you start suddenly coming overnight and saying it's a scam without even the investigation taking place, without any inquiry taking place. That's my problem when I say at times that the Congress seems to have decided that now let's go hell for leather, even though the fact is, as Sanju Verma pointed out, that the BJP has got far more seats than the entire India Alliance put together.
Your question itself is the answer. That is why the investigation is required and by a JPC, because none less than the Prime Minister, the Home Minister and the Finance Minister have given tips after the poll. The market has crashed, 30 lakh crores have been lost. And
I must intervene. They didn't give tips. They said, no, they expressed the hope that they will get a big majority and the markets will go up. That's their view.
Let me complete. Let me complete, please.
Yes.
And that is why all this requires investigation, because what is the common thread? What is the common intention? And what is this criminal act of suggesting that, well, you all people should invest in stocks? That is what the Prime Minister comes and speaks after the poll phase is over and the markets rise. And then you think that, yes, 400 par ka nara diya hua hai, so we are going to win. But you know in the heart of hearts from all your reports that you are going to lose, and yet you have played this game, and that is why a JPC, and that is why the opposition parties will definitely ask whoever is going to be in the government that yes, we want a JPC. There has to be an investigation, because this is definitely a scam, An investigation can be done only by a JPC, and the JPC may definitely take the help of SEBI and other agencies. So that is the issue here, and you also yourself have answered by posing this question that why are you asking for an investigation? Yes, there should be an investigation.
You know, the
none less than these high-placed people, the citizens of this country are are reposing their faith in them. Their statements should say such things, and then there
should there be those, should there be, Sanju Verma, you said you know, just a minute ma'am, you made your point. Sanju Verma, you said you know more about markets than any one of us in the panel, and maybe you do. Is there a need to call for some element of transparency? I'll tell you why. I meet a number of my friends who are on Dalal Street are worried that when it comes to politics, they worry whether there are politicians who have specific interests in the market, who have specific traders who are working closely with them, and whether there is some kind of a nexus. I've been hearing this for a few years. I've heard it even before the BJP came to power, but now those allegations are pretty serious, and often the market operators seem to know more than we do, even in TV studios. Do you believe that there is a need for transparency? When the Prime Minister, Home Minister, before the election verdict say market will go up to a certain level, what is the message they are sending out? Should they have even been speaking about these issues?
Rajdeep, now you asked me a lengthy question. Let me respond, because you have been honest that, you heard from your so-called friends on Dalal Street that, there is a politician stock market nexus that is prevalent. Now, I will just say this to you. If you're going to blame, and first and foremost, I will tell Riju Datta, हिरेन जोशी जी के बारे में बोलने की रिजू दत्ता ना तो आपकी औकात है ना तो आपकी हैसियत है. Stop making uncharitable remarks that Dr. Joshi. Now keep quiet.
अरे Riju's voice down, but let avoid. Go ahead, Sanju Verma.
Thank you. Because Rajdeep, I did not make it personal. I expect the same courtesy. I will not tolerate this kind of nonsense.
Okay, please focus on what I've asked you.
Let me be very clear. There used to be a politician broker, stock market broker nexus. And I'll tell you when. The biggest stock market scam till date in India's post-independent history happened in 1992. Within a few months, 55% of India's stocks saw their market capitalization being reduced to nothing, and market capitalization was wiped out by 55 to 60%. It was the Harshad Mehta scam. The Congress was in power. The second biggest stock market scam in 2009, when Ramalinga Raju of the Satyam Computers Group was fooling everybody, running a Ponzi scheme under the garb of running an IT company, and the Congress chose to keep quiet. Finally, PricewaterhouseCoopers, which was the auditor of Satyam Computers, said there is a scam, and the Congress had to order a probe. And the third biggest scam happened right under the long and incompetent nose of Manmohan Singh, P. Chidambaram and Sonia Gandhi, when P. Chidambaram allowed a few brokers to set up their servers within the NSE premises. It
but
is
why,
infamously
madam, you're giving me the past history. I am asking, ma'am, please, ma'am, this is the question that Rahul Gandhi posed. Why did the Prime Minister and Union Home Minister give specific investment advice to investing in the stock market? Why were the interviews given to the same media owned by the same business group, which is also under SEBI investigation for manipulating stock? What is the connection between the BJP exit posters and the dubious foreign investors? These are questions that are, should these be answered or not?
20 seconds. Thank you so much. Rajdeep, chalo, maan lete hain Prime Minister and Amit Shah, both of them gave hypothetically advice. That's what you're telling, right? And abhi dhyan se sunna, Rajdeep. This is not about you, but this is a very important debate. My voice should not be scuttled. मान लेते हैं प्रधानमंत्री और अमित शाह के कहने पर आप कहते हो 30 lakh crore का नुकसान हुआ है. If Narendra Modi is going to be blamed for the 30 lakh crore that was wiped out in the last 24 or 48 hours, I want the opposition, I want Mamata Banerjee, Rahul Gandhi to give credit to Narendra Modi and Amit Shah for the 334 lakh crore of additional wealth that was added to the Indian stock markets in the last 10 years. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And my last point is this, because I know, Rajdeep, even you have investments in mutual funds, so do I. Just very quickly, in the last 1 year alone, real estate stocks up 133%, public sector banking stocks up 89%, capital goods stocks up 77%, auto stocks up 75%, energy stocks up
so when the
up
stocks
32% and private banking stocks up 24%. राहुल गांधी जी, इतनी वेल्थ क्रिएट हुई है पिछले 10 सालों में लगभग 350 लाख करोड़। आपके पेट में इतना उबाल क्यों है?
Okay, final word. Riju Datta, the ups and downs. Effectively, ma'am, your time is up. Effectively, what Sanju Verma is saying, ups and downs of the market are part of markets. You know, if you invest in markets, you take the risk. That doesn't mean every time the markets crash, it's a scam.
No, I agree with what you are saying, but if the markets boom up before fraudulent exit polls because they were towing the 400 line by the demigod and then it crashed after people's verdicts come out, then obviously people will point a finger कि ये डाल में काला नहीं है, पूरे डाल ही काली है.
No, that's
and last,
yes.
So no. It is not just a suspicion. My party is not talking about JPC now, but what my party will say is that we believe there is a huge scam where people have lost the money, the rich have become the richer, who are friends of the BJP, and the people of this country have become poorer because of Narendra Modi.
Let's leave it there. I've heard all sides. And what I can say is the original question, has the opposition found its voices answered by this debate? Clearly, it has found its voice. The BJP is set to form the government. The opposition has formed its voice. And maybe that's what the voter wants. He wants the BJP-led government, but he also wants an opposition that has found its voice.